I'm stuck as a caregiver. This is a bit long, but I feel like I need to give context. I'm seeking advice on my situation and venting about stuff that's really bothering me. When I was 8 years old, my mom would go out every weekend to the casino to go gamble and get away from my dad. I only realized this was going on because I got sick one night and my mom wasn't there. My dad, however, was. It quickly turned to every weekend when my mom was gone, I being an 8-year-old girl would make dinner every night. For myself, my dad and my twin brother. When I'd asked my dad why I was the one making the dinners and not my brother, he'd told me it was because a boy's thing, penis, gets in the way. I obviously believed him. I was 8. This went on for years. If you ask him about it now, it never happened. I was making dinner on weekends for myself, my dad and brother. Till I was 15. My parents divorced. My mom was tired of my dad relying on her for food, groceries, laundry, and caring for me and my brother. My dad was tired of my mom's nagging, leaving every weekend and the constant yelling. My dad never minded taking care of my brother and I. My mother as manipulative and abusive as she is, but she does love me and my brother. My mother has BPD. She's unmedicated. She's always been unmedicated. I also have BPD. But I also have autism. Either way, my parents split and shit just got worse from there. My parents did split custody of my brother and I. My dad would leave his dishes in the sink for 3 days till my brother and I would get there and have us do them. Every time I'd go there I'd be the one cooking and cleaning. My brother would sit and watch TV with our dad or hide in his room. At my ma's she'd leave us both chore lists. I'd do my homework first and my list second. My brother wouldn't do either and would go play video games. My mom would yell at me because he didn't finish his list. Both parents would complain over my brother's unwillingness to do his chores. But I'd end up being the one doing them. When I try to explain that it bothers me how my brother doesn't do his list or his share of the chores, they'd just brush me off or tell me life isn't fair. I know that. I know life isn't fair. But why is everything taken out on me? Why was I in trouble when he screws up? They'd taken the Xbox to punish him, but then I couldn't play it either. They'd take his phone, then I'd lose mine since it isn't fair. When I got a PS4 for my room to fix previous issue and he lost his Xbox, I lost the PS4. To make it fair for him, I eventually got thrown out of my ma's house at 16 because I told the school after she beat the fuck out of my brother, she beat him really badly. I moved in with my dad and the continuous chores continued. But now my brother didn't have to do anything because he decided to stay living with our mom full time so he could have a break. After we graduated from high school, my brother went into the military and got thrown out after 2 years. I went to work full time. I didn't really want to do college. After my brother got back from the military, I'd been at my full-time job 2 years. He wouldn't do anything around the house. I, however, had to cook, clean and take care of the animals. It's been 2 years since then. I still work at my full-time job. I still live with my dad. I'm 23 now. My brother still lives here and can't keep a job for the life of him. Recently I've started cooking again. I got tired of fast food and Uber Eats because it's expensive and sickening. I'm not appreciated for cooking or cleaning. I'm tired of being taken advantage of. My dad asked me the other day to take his laundry upstairs because he was watching a movie. Like, just pause it and bring it upstairs, why do I have to do it? I spoke to my therapist about it. She said they put me into the role of a caregiver or mom since my mom wasn't in the picture. I don't want to be the caregiver. I now know the reason I'm so against dating men is due to my resentment towards my dad and brother. I'm so aggressive towards men because I don't want to be a caregiver or mom to a partner. But all I see when I look at men are sex-hungry a-holes who refuse to care for themselves. I know not all men are like that. I've been working through it with my therapist. It's just so frustrating. Should I move out of my dad's house? Yes, am I trying to? Yes. Saving money when I pay for the groceries and pay rent is so hard. Since the 100 to 200 I can put away feels like nothing. I'm so angry that I can't get past my hatred towards men because of what my dad and brother did. I tried dating women but my ex wanted the same thing I was trying to avoid. She needed a caregiver. I didn't want to be her caregiver. I feel lost and alone in this. My therapist helps but I can only talk to her so much. I'm tired of being taken advantage of. When I try to spread everything out over me, my dad and my brother, the only shit that gets done is the stuff I do. When I try to bring it up I get brushed off. My opinions, my needs, and wants are ignored. Because I'm the girl, I'm the caregiver. When I fall into the role of everyone else is more important than me, everyone else is happy but I suffer. When I pull my way out I get pushed back. I started taking medicine for the BPD. It helps my mood, but I don't fall back into the role as easily. It pisses my dad and brother off. It seems like everyone I have spoken to outside of my therapist believes I have to take care of them. That they'd be screwed without me. Thanksgiving was a few days ago. I decided to make a turkey, cut up the bread for stuffing, chop onions, carrots, celery, etc. After making the turkey and the sides. By wasting away in front of the stove. I had my dad cut it up. He got mad and cussed me out for trying a piece of the stuffing. Because he likes the stuffing and the half-inch piece I took is the end of the world. He and my brother also didn't thank me for cooking. My dad did do the clean up, but only since my ma asked him to. I'm at a loss here. I feel underappreciated. My dad is also hella sexist. He constantly complains about how women should cook, clean, care for the men as the women are supposed to. He's brought up the Bible as proof. How men are supposed to be protectors etc. He complains that women shouldn't be independent as then they aren't submissive to men. He complains that women from my generation are all screwed up because we want to be self-sufficient. He also complains about not wanting to chase or woo women anymore as he's too old for it. He continued into how men don't have to acknowledge what a woman wants as it's the man's choice what happens and not hers. It's his right to spread his seed to other women. And a wife should be on her knees for him at all times. I'ma just ignore the times he joked about me doing it. But would never ask that since I'm his daughter. And here I wonder why his relationships never work out. I know it's my fault I'm still in this mess. I can't work through my problems when things keep getting worse. I feel so damn alone in this. Dating is impossible as I have problems to work through. Going out isn't possible as I have to do the cleaning and chores. Is there any advice anyone can give me? I know I need to get out. I need to get away from this, but I feel trapped. God, I feel crazy when I want to be alone. I feel crazy when everyone else wants me to stay in this mess. I just needed to put this somewhere. To get it off my chest and let go of the pain for a while.